Hi, I'm Kelly and welcome to yoga. If you're playing the playlist, go ahead and hit play now and we'll go ahead and get started. So we're going to start on our mat in an easy seat. Come to a nice cross-legged position and wiggle your sit bones around a little bit. Get them nice and firm into the mat. And then relax your shoulders down away from your ears. And allow the crown of your head to reach up toward the sky, so lengthen out that spine. You can keep your eyes closed or maybe you just gently peek them open. We'll just start to settle in. Start to find that breath. A nice rhythmic breath. Breathing in and out through your nose. So as you find that nice calming breath, see if you can deepen it just a little bit more. And take a nice deep breath in. A nice long exhale. I have a to-do list for you. Your to-do: slow down often, count your blessings, be kind to your heart, and believe in new beginnings. Take a nice deep breath in. And then let it all go. Come back to that nice rhythm of your breath. And see if you brought a little more sense of ease to your body. Shoulders are relaxed. Tension is starting to melt away. Forehead is beginning to soften. And take a nice breath in. And let it go. You can gently open up your eyes. Placing your hands underneath, we're going to start with some torso rolls. So bring your shoulders over toward the left side, and then bring it forward, circling around, coming all the way back into one big circle. Starting to warm up our body, warm up our spines. But if at any point really feels good, you want to hold a little longer to find that nice little stretch, go ahead and do that. Take what you need this morning, or this afternoon, or whenever you're doing this class. Go to the opposite direction, so draw your circle in the opposite direction. And stepping at any point that feels good, you need a little extra stretch there. One more time around, and then come back to center. We'll separate your legs coming into butterfly legs. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees come nice and wide. Your hips are pretty tight. Your knees might be a little higher, just fine. You can also sit on a yoga block to be a little higher if that feels better. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, fold, hinging just at your hips, keeping that nice flat back. Neck is in line with your spine. Forearms can gently push to the insides of your thighs. And slowly come back up tall. Take a nice breath in, reach both arms up. Exhale, twist over to your left side. Right hand can maybe come onto your left knee. And then draw the left shoulder back. Crown of the head reaching up toward the sky. Keep that spine long. If you're pregnant, we don't want to do such deep twists. So maybe just come maybe to like a more 45-degree angle. Good. Inhale back up, both arms. Twist over to the other side. And again, let your spine be long, crown of the head reach up toward the sky. Good, come back to center. We're gonna come into hero's pose, bringing your knees or feet behind you, sitting onto your heels. If this doesn't feel good on your knees or on your heels, you can stay in that easy seat. Inhale, reach both arms up nice and tall. Exhale, side bend over to the left side. Left hand comes down, right arm reaches over. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. Next breath in, bring both fingertips up toward the sky. Side bend over to the right side. Good. Nice deep breath in. Empty it out. Breath in, both fingertips up toward the sky. Matching breath to movement, inhale. Exhale, side bend left side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, right side. One more time each side. Inhale, reach both fingertips up. Exhale to your left. Inhale to center. Exhale, right side. And come back to center. Nice big inhale. Good. Hands can come alongside your body. You can stay here with your hips sitting onto your heels in line with your knees. Or if you'd like, separate your knees a little wider and let your hips come down. Now this might bother your knees a little bit more, but as long as it's not painful. If it's painful that it hurts, come back onto your heels. Otherwise, you can allow your heels to come a little wider to your seat, and your seat can come down onto the mat. Excuse me. Again, sit up nice and tall in your chest. We'll just kind of do some neck stretches. So bring your chin down toward your chest. Allow it to feel nice and heavy. And gently draw your chin up toward the sky. And come back to center. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. And relax that right shoulder. So if you find it like kind of scrunching up, allow it to relax down. Good. Switch sides, right ear to right shoulder. Good. Come back to center. Walk your hands forward. Come into your tabletop. And stacking your knees underneath your hips. Dolphin. Come down onto your forearms. Hands can clasp each other or stay parallel to each other. We're going to tuck our toes, lift our hips up nice and high, and then shift your hips back a little bit. Heels are working toward the mat. Head drops between your hands, or between like your elbows. Take a nice breath in here. As you exhale, bring your chest a little closer to your thighs. So maybe see if you can bring it back. Just slightly. Take a nice breath in and empty. Slowly come into forearm plank, shifting forward, making sure your shoulders are stacked above yours. So if you find your hips are a little high, walk your feet out. So you can bring your core down a little bit, start to engage that core. Lift your left heel up toward the sky. Set it down and then your right. You can come down onto your knees. We're going to keep switching sides. Starting to warm up that core, keep that nice and engaged. If you feel your belly is dropping or lifting, come down onto your knees. Good. Do one more each side. And shift back into dolphin. So lift those hips, maybe walk your toes in. Take a nice breath in. Empty it all out. Another deep breath in. Exhale, come back into that forearm plank. Nice strong core. Lift your left heel, and then your right. And keep switching sides. Good, one more each side. Go back into that dolphin. Keep walking. Take a nice breath in. Empty it all out. Release your hands if you have them clasped. Come into your downward facing dog. So now come onto your palms, fingers nice and wide. Take a nice breath in. Empty it all out. Another deep breath in. Exhale, bend your knees, walk or hop your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, and fold. Mountain, reach tall. Good. Stay nice and tall. Take your left foot behind your right. Take a nice side bend over to the right side. So left arm reaches over to the right. Good. Gaze can go down to the floor, up to the sky. Take a nice breath in. Exhale, take a Shiva squat. So we're gonna sweep our left arm down as we squat down. Inhale, come back to that side bend. Exhale, squat down. Good. Get in on your arm. Good. Let's do one more. Inhale, take that nice side bend and come back to your mountain. So bring both feet about hips width apart. Fingertips reach up toward the sky. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, fold. Hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. And fold. Plant your hands, step it back to plank. These can come down or stay lifted. Chaturanga, bending at your elbows or come down to your belly. Inhale, up dog, bring your chest forward. Downward facing dog, shift it back. Lift those hips. Good, take a nice breath in. Empty it all out. Another deep breath in. And exhale. Left leg lifts high, three-legged dog. Opening up your hip, bring your left heel over to the right side. Shift your left hip up. Palms are planted into the mat, fingers nice and wide. Arms are strong. You can stay here if you like. You can flip your dog, bring your left foot over to the right side, plant it down, and then sweep that left arm up. Good, reaching overhead. And keep those hips lifted. And making sure your right shoulder stacked right above your right wrist, keeping that nice strong foundation. Good. Come back over to your downward facing dog. Shake out those legs. Take a nice breath in. Empty it all out. Another deep breath in. Exhale, bend your knees, walk or hop your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And fold. Exhale it out. Mountain, reach tall. Good. Coming back to that nice side bend. Right foot comes behind your left. Reach over with the right. Good. You maybe want to bring that right leg back a little farther since we're going to be squatting down. Take a nice breath in. Exhale, Shiva squat. Sweep that arm down. Inhale, lift, and take that side bend. Good. Exhale. Lift. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Let's do two more. Take that nice side bend. Open that side body. Good. Last one, reach up. And come back into your mountain. Feet hips width apart. Inhale the fingertips up toward the sky. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, fold, hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. And fold. Plant your hands, plank, step it back. Good. Shoulders stack right above your wrists. Nice strong foundation. Chaturanga. Bend those elbows. Inhale to your up dog. Lift your chest, untuck those toes. Downward facing dog. Lift those hips up and back. Good. Take a nice breath in. Empty it all out. Another deep breath in. Exhale. Right leg lifts high, three-legged dog. Good. Opening up your right hip, bring your right heel off to the left side, and then shift your hips. Bring that right hip up. You can also come down onto your forearms if this bothers your wrist, or you can just come into a tabletop, lifting your right heel up toward the sky. If you'd like to flip your dog, bring your right foot over to the left, sweep that right arm up and over, and then again, lift those hips. Take a nice breath in. Exhale, come back into your downward facing dog. Shake out those legs. Take a nice breath in. Empty it all out. Another deep breath in. Exhale, bend your knees, walk or hop your feet to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Mountain, reach tall. Nice deep inhale. And fold on your exhale. Halfway lift. Fold, plant your hands, plank, step it back. Good. Chaturanga, lower down. Inhale to your up dog. Downward facing dog. Shift it up and back. Take a nice breath in. Empty it out. Another deep breath in. Nice long exhale. Left leg lifts high, three-legged dog. Left knee into your chest, shift it forward into that plank. Shoot it back. This time bring your left knee into your chest and set it between your hands. Warrior one, stepping your right foot in. We're gonna set that right heel down at about a 45-degree angle and then sweep both arms up high to the sky, lifting your chest up nice and tall. And then once you're here, gauge your feet, how they feel. You may be separated or bring them a little closer. And then sink into those legs. Come down nice and low, shoulders facing the front of the mat. Knee stacks right above that front heel. Take a nice breath in. Exhale, sink those hips down. Make sure you have weight into that right foot, that right heel is not lifted. If it is, walk that right foot in. Or maybe you need to bring it out a little bit more. Good. Fingertips reach up toward the sky, relax those shoulders. Take a nice breath in. Empty it all out. Another deep breath in. Exhale, working into warrior three. We're gonna tip our chest about a 45-degree angle. Plant down into that left foot, lifting your right heel and kind of spin your right heel in line with your toes. Shifting your weight into that left foot, slowly lift your right heel, bringing your chest about parallel to the floor. If you have a wall, you can grab onto a wall. You can have your fingertips touch down onto the floor, hands can come to prayer at your chest, or those right toes can touch down onto the mat. If your right foot is lifted, make sure you flex your foot, keeping that foot active, keeping that whole leg active. Take a nice breath in. If you're good here, stay here. Another option is to bend that right knee, bringing the right heel in toward your seat. And then if you like to sweep your arms around, try to grab onto that foot. One side might be easier than the other. Then draw your shoulder blades together. Keep with your focal point. And release that foot if you had it. Come back to your warrior three. Crescent lunge, step your right foot back. Lift your chest up tall. You need to find a little release in that left leg. Maybe just kind of straighten it out. Then come back into your crescent lunge. Right knee can come down or stay lifted. Take a nice breath in. Exhale, twist over to the left side. Arms come nice and wide. You can look toward that back hand. Good. Take one more breath in. Exhale, come back to center. Cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Bring your right knee down, untuck your right toes. Sweep your arms back up high to the sky. Exhale, maybe shift your hips down. Inhale, take a back bend. Look up to the sky, thumbs come behind. Good. Cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Step back into your downward facing dog. Shake out that left leg. Good. Take a nice breath in. Empty it all out. Another deep breath in. And exhale. Right leg lifts high, three-legged dog. Bring your right knee into your chest. Shift it back into your three-legged dog. Good. Bring it between your hands. Warrior one, other side. So bring that left heel in, plant that left heel down. When you're ready, lift your chest up nice and tall. Reaching those fingers up, tips up toward the sky. And then sink into those hips. Good. Take a nice breath in. And then just kind of check your foundation. How are your feet? Do you have enough weight on that back foot? Are you a little light? And that front leg maybe a little too straight? See if you can sink into those hips. Whew. Take a nice breath in. And release. Another deep breath in. And exhale. Working into our warrior three. So again, bring your chest down, fingertips can reach forward, planting into that right foot. Slowly lift your left heel up and then spin it in line with your toes. When you're ready, you can kick off with the left. Reaching your fingertips forward. Again, if the wall's right there, you can grab onto a wall. Hands come to prayer. Down to the floor. Keeping your hips level with the mat. Flex your left foot. Find that focal point. Nice strong gaze on that one point. Good, you can stay here, or again, you can add on, bringing your left heel in toward your seat, and then see if you can reach back for that foot. Draw your shoulder blades back. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale, release back into your warrior three. Crescent lunge. Bend that right knee, step the left foot back. Lift nice and tall in your chest. Fingertips reach up toward the sky. And sink a little deeper into those hips. Good. Take a nice breath in. Exhale, twist open to your right side. Arms come nice and wide. Gaze can come to that back hand. Stay nice and strong in that right leg. Might be a little burning right now. Take a nice breath in. Exhale, come back to center. Cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Back knee comes down, untuck your back toes. Again, you can shift your hips a little forward, or they can stay back in more like 90 degree angle. When you're ready, inhale, lift both fingertips up toward the sky. Exhale it all out. Another inhale, reach behind. Good, look up. Cartwheel your hands down to the mat, step back into your downward facing dog. Shake it out. Take another breath in. And exhale. Another deep breath in. Empty it all out. Bend your knees, walk or hop your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And fold. Exhale it out. Mountain, reach tall. Good, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale, plant your hands, plank, step it back. Chaturanga, slowly lower. Inhale to your up dog, lift your chest, untuck those toes. Downward facing dog. Shift your hips up and back. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. Empty it all out. Another deep breath in. And exhale, bend your knees, walk or hop your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And fold. Exhale it out. Mountain, rise tall. Good. Hands can come alongside your body. And shake out anything you need to. We're going to work on a little bit more balance. So kind of like what we were doing before, but we're going to come into a dancer. So feet are going to start about hips width apart. We'll ground down into our right foot first. And then just feel that right foot moving around a little bit onto the mat. Maybe lift your left heel up. Right arm can come along your side. Left palm faces up. And then put your elbow right by your waistline and kind of open your left arm up to the side. Bending your left knee back. See if you can grab onto the inside sole of your left foot. Draw your shoulder blade back. Bring your left knee in line with your right. Find your focal point. Find your stability here. So if this is enough for you, stay here. Find your focal point. Calm your breath. If you'd like to come more into the dancer, bring your right arm out, palm faces up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, we're gonna tip. Push that left foot into your left hand. Bringing your chest a little more parallel to the floor, lifting that back knee. Good, soft bend into the right leg. You can almost bend that knee. Find that focal point and keep with your breath. Take a nice breath in and release. One more deep breath in. Exhale, slowly rise. You can come out of your dancer. Shake out that right leg. Good. Other side. Feet starts hips width apart. Again, ground down into that left heel. Kind of lift your right heel up just slightly. Shake it out. Right arm flips up. Elbow comes right by your hip. We're going to bend that right knee back. Left hand can either come along your side or onto your hip. And then see if you can grab onto the inside sole of your right foot. Draw your right shoulder blade back and then bring your chest back to center. Right knee is in line with your left. Good, hips are facing forward. Again, if this is enough for you, stay here. If you'd like to add on, bring your left hand forward, palm face up. Take a nice breath in. As you exhale, hinge. Bringing your chest parallel to the floor. And then push that right foot into that right hand. Try to keep from your right knee splaying out. We want it still to be in line with your hip. So if you feel like it's coming way out to the side, maybe come up a little bit. Find that nice calming breath. Good. Take a nice breath in. Empty it all out. One more deep breath in. Exhale, slowly rise and shake it out. Good. Inhale, both fingertips reach up toward the sky. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. And fold. Good. Finding a twist in our fold. Take your right hand to the outside of your left ankle. Have a nice deep knee bend on the right side. And then we're going to open up our left arm to the sky. Good. You can bring it across to your back if you'd like. Drawing that left shoulder back, finding that nice twist. Again, if you're pregnant, maybe you just kind of slowly twist so your chest is kind of more down toward the floor. Good. Switching sides. So switch your hands. Left hand over to your right ankle. Nice deep knee bend in the left. Right arm reaches up toward the sky. Again, it can come across your back. Try not to lock that right knee. So if you feel it locking, bend it a little bit. Good. Come back to center. Nice deep knee bend. Inhale, halfway lift. and fold. Plant your hands, step it back to plank. Chaturanga, slowly lower. Inhale to your up dog and downward facing dog. Go ahead and take a nice breath in. Empty it all out. Another deep breath in and exhale. Left leg lifts high, three-legged dog. Bring your left knee into your chest, shift it forward. Shoot it back, three-legged dog. Left knee into your chest, again shifting forward, keeping that core nice and tight. Three-legged dog. This time bring your left knee into your chest and set your left knee right underneath your left hip. Releasing the right leg up toward the hip height, flexing your right foot. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow in a little side crunch and extend it long. Crunch it in and extend, keeping that right foot flexed. So keep that leg active the entire time. Shoulders stacked right above your wrists, keeping that nice strong foundation. Good, one more time. Crunch it in, let it go long. Set your right knee down, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift those hips up and back. Good, take a nice breath in. Empty it all out. Another deep breath in. And exhale. Our right leg lifts high, three-legged dog. Bring your right knee in toward your chest. Again, shifting forward, keeping that core strong. Shoot it back, three-legged dog. Knee into chest. And again, you can lift your knee in, kind of round your back a little bit. Really kind of engage that core more. Three-legged dog, shoot it back. This time, bring your right knee in, set it underneath your right hip. Left heel lifts up. Good, toward hip height. Or you can keep your toes touching down. Take a nice breath in. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Shoot it back. Good. Crunch it in. Shoot it back. Keeping that foot flexed. Using those side oblique muscles. A few more times. Good. Last one. Crunch it in, let it go long, and come back into your tabletop. Sway your hips a little side to side if that feels good. Good. Bring your knees forward, and we're come onto our back. So roll onto your back, let your legs go nice and long. Give yourself a full body stretch. So reach those fingertips overhead, point your toes, lengthen out. Take a nice breath in and release. Another deep breath in through your nose. And then open mouth, exhale. Good. Come onto your forearms, coming into fish. So shoulders are stacked right above your elbows. Elbows come back. Good. You can stay here for fish, or if you'd like, drop the crown of your head toward the mat. Opening your throat, and then you can arch your back a little bit. Kind of bring your chest up toward the sky. We'll hold here for a few rounds of breath. Let your legs relax and feel soft. Keep with the nice rhythm of your breath. See if you can let your head feel heavy. Maybe dropping it back even a little farther. Good. Take 2 more rounds of breath here. So take a nice deep inhale. Fill up your chest and exhale it out. Another deep inhale. And slowly exhale. Coming out of your fish, gently draw your chin to your chest, nice and slow. And pause at any time, and then we'll slowly come up to seated. Good. Again, pausing at any time to avoid any kind of head rush you may be experiencing. Good. So with your legs long in front, we're gonna cradle our leg. So we're gonna cradle our left leg first. So we're gonna bring our left knee in toward our chest. With your right hand, you can grab onto that left ankle and gently bring it over to the right side. Left arm can cradle that left knee. If this is enough for you, you can stay here. If you like, you can take your right arm, place your ankle in like the crease of your right elbow, and then gently draw it into your chest. Or maybe you grab onto your foot. We're trying to open our left knee up to the side, kind of getting into our hip flexors. But use your arms to kind of support you. So it's not just kind of hanging out there and it doesn't feel good. We'll hold here for a few rounds of breath as well. And also make sure your chest is nice and tall. So the crown of your head is reaching up toward the sky. Still lifting and lengthening. You don't want to crunch in and curl up. We still want to feel open. Good. And find that nice easy breath. So find that breath that can calm you, finding that nice rhythm to your breath. And take one more deep breath in. Exhale, bring your left foot to the inside of your right leg. It's kind of like a half butterfly, keeping the left leg reaching open toward the side. Inhale, reach both fingertips up toward the sky. And that left foot can be kind of by your knee, maybe down by your shin or calf, or maybe you want to bring it a little closer to your seat up by your thigh. Take a nice breath in. Again, feel nice and tall. Fingertips reach up toward the sky. Exhale, fold, hinge at your hips. Hands can land onto the floor. Keeping a nice flat back. And take a nice breath in. And empty it all out. Come back up nice and tall. We'll switch sides. Left leg goes long. We'll bring our right knee into our chest. Again, we're going to cradle that right foot. So you can grab onto the right foot with the left hand, or again, bring that right heel into your left elbow crease. Right arm can just wrap around that right knee. And again, if you find it that you're curling up, see if you can lift the crown of your head, straighten out that back, lengthen out. Finding that nice calming breath. And this side might feel a little different. So maybe you have to hang on to that foot and let that foot come front a little bit more. If this at all bothers your knees, you can come into a reclined figure four. So come onto your back and just place your ankle across your thigh. That's always an option as well. Good. Take a few more breaths here. Take a nice deep breath in and let it go. One more deep breath in. And exhale. Slowly release, bring your right foot to the inside of your left leg. And if you need to move around to get your sit bones nice and firm onto the mat, wiggle around a little bit. Heel can come close to your seat or maybe farther out, more toward your shin. Inhale, reach both fingertips up. And fold. Hinge at your hips. And take a nice breath in. And empty it all out. Another deep breath in. And exhale. Slowly come back up tall. Let both legs go long and we'll roll all the way onto our back. Good. Hug your knees into your chest, rock a little side to side. Let your arms come wide into that T. Bring your knees right over your hips. Allow both knees to drop over to your left side. And then gaze can drop to the right. Feel free to close over your eyes. Start to allow your shoulders to relax down into the mat. Feeling nice and heavy. Come back to that nice rhythm of your breath. bringing that sense of ease to your body. Slowly come back to center with your knees. You can rock a little side to side and allow them to drop over to your right side. And gaze can drop to the left, or again, eyes can be closed. Allow the tension to be released from your shoulders. Let them start to sink into the mat. Slowly come back to center. You can hug your knees into your chest. Rock a little side to side. And then come into your Shavasana, in your resting pose. So make your way onto your mat, whatever most comfortable for you. Wiggle around, grab a blanket, maybe a pillow for your head, and just settle in. Taking a nice breath in, and a nice long exhale as you release your body a little more farther down into the mat. And then just take this moment of rest. and gently start to deepen your breath. And some awareness back to your body. And start to add on some small movements of your fingers. Maybe you work it down towards your toes. Gently roll around your wrists and your ankles. When you're ready, bring both knees at a time into your chest and roll on to one side. Slowly making your way to an easy seat. Keep your eyes heavy, or maybe they're just cracked open slightly. We'll bring our hands to prayer at our hearts. Taking one nice, easy, deep breath in through your nose. Fill up your lungs. Fill completely. And then open mouth, exhale. Sigh it all out. Thumb knuckles come to your forehead. The light and love in me honors and sees the light and love in you. Namaste. Thank you everyone for joining me. I hope to see you next time. Bye.